Is your routine the real reason you're struggling to lose fat and build muscle? Because you could lose 17 pounds of fat and wake up with double the energy after changing your routine like I did in just 47 days. So today I'm showing you the exact science-based system I've been perfecting for over 10 years and how you can start using it right now to get ripped fast like my clients have. For years, I forcefully dragged myself out of bed at 5 a.m. in the cold to grind. But instead of being productive, it left me drained and feeling useless the rest of the day. The thing is, we're not all wired the same. Genetically, we have what's called a chronotype. And if you don't know yours, fat loss is going to be 10 times harder for you. So your body has a built-in rhythm that decides when you're sharp naturally and energized and when you crash. So what's yours? Well, there's three main types. Larks, the weirdos who wake up and are all jolly early in the morning, they tend to naturally fall asleep around 9 to 10 p.m. and wake up around 5 to 6 a.m. And then we have owls, usually serial killers and chronic masturbators 5-6 times a day. Like myself, we usually don't feel tired until midnight or later and naturally wake up around 9 to 10 a.m. And lastly, we have third birds, the majority of people, somewhere in the middle. They usually go to bed around 11 p.m. and wake up around 7 to 8 a.m. feeling their best. So if you're an owl or a third bird that's trying to wake up at 5 a.m., you're fighting your own biology. Getting lean while doing that is like sprinting upstairs all day instead of taking the elevator. It just becomes harder. You need to design a routine around what fits your biology. I feel like $1 million when I sleep after midnight and wake up around 9ish. I'm singing, I'm dancing, lifting heavier, walking more, eating healthier. But on the days when I wake up at 5 a.m., I am 100% ending up at a McDonald's flirting with the kitchen lady. Now, to know what type you are, just ask yourself this next question. If you had zero obligations, no alarm, no work, no caffeine, what time would you go to bed and what time would you wake up naturally? Think about the times you're on vacation and comment below what type you think you are. Now, most people struggle to get out of bed and still feel exhausted no matter how much they sleep. But imagine always waking up gracefully like a flower before your alarm, feeling 110%. Because once you know your natural bedtime, you can sync it with your body's 24-hour clock or your circadian rhythm to make it work. Now, to set your body clock and take advantage of it, make sure you go to bed every single day and wake up at the same time. And the second you wake up, get some direct sunlight, drink something and move. Because these trigger a healthy spike in cortisol, the hormone that wakes you up. And simultaneously, it also sets a timer for melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy to rise later at night. This also keeps your hunger hormones balanced, so you end up eating less calories without even trying. So 7 to 8 hours of sleep at your times. And by the way, if you're finding this helpful, I guarantee you I can help you lose your belly fat by sending you 52 ways in 52 days on how you can lose it. Now, from the moment you wake up, a clock starts ticking, counting down to when you become hungry and want to eat. The problem is most people dive right into their meals when the timer has just begun. It's like topping off your gas tank with a full tank when it's already at 90% full. The extra fuel just spills over, and in your body that overflow gets stored as body fat. But if you delay your meals until you're really hungry, you could actually end up skipping one meal. This way, you might save yourself from 400 to 800 calories a day. Over a month, that could be 3 to 7 pounds of fat lost. And just like a car, the better you maintain it, the less often you need to refuel because it runs more efficiently. So how do we tune up your body so you can go longer without needing that next meal? Now, these are so powerful. They didn't help me just skip one meal. They helped me skip two because I ate just one meal for the past 47 days without any struggle because of these. So over the last 27 years of life, I probably drank like 3-4 bottles of water. I just started drinking water, man. I lived like a cactus. My pee was as yellow as Homer Simpson. Now, I know everyone says drink water, but man, has this helped me not just feel full, but physically, I feel health. I am health. And anytime I felt hungry, where's my bottle? I'd just chug as much as I can and the hunger would fade away almost instantly. But sometimes water might not be enough. You need something a bit more filling. In those cases, I turn to protein shakes, fruit, and controlled portions of nuts. Because pound for pound, when it comes to low-calorie foods that actually keep you full, these are the real champions, man. 200 calories of nuts, 200 calories of protein shakes easily satisfy you more than a 200-calorie bag of chips. It's like having a night with Megan Fox versus your uncle giving you a lower back rub. So when I felt hungry, I'd just slap on these extenders, usually twice a day, aside from water, which was always constant. What are you doing, man? Make sure to keep these extenders under 300 calories and you'll be shocked, man, how fast you're losing fat. Will these completely cut out hunger? You might still feel a bit hungry, and that's normal when it comes to losing fat. It's something you need to do your best to get comfortable with. I want you to think of hunger as a signal that your fat's going away and you're gonna get more bitches. Over the last 47 days, something weird happened. I got better results by training less. I went from training 5 days to 3 days a week. Now, will training less get you better results? I believe the answer is yes, and here's why. When you're on a calorie deficit, you have less energy to do everything. Imagine having 5 wives. It's quite unlikely that you will be satisfying all of them unless you are The Rock. You have less time and energy, and you're going to be spreading yourself way too thin. But if you were to get rid of 2 of them, you could do a great job pleasing 3 of them. That being said, it's better to have 3 effective workouts versus 5 mediocre ones. So I shifted to training 3 days a week. But then I found that was honestly way too easy. I could put in way more work. I want to get lean now, today. And what happened was I do my push day on Monday, but then by Thursday, my chest is ready, man. I still have 5 whole days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But I can't go back to it. Me no likey this. So I switched from a 3-day split to a 4-day split. You'll recover perfectly without leaving any gains on the table, and it won't heavily tax your body. I trained all my life, often 6 days a week or even 10, 12 times. Now I can honestly say that training 4 times feels the best, hands down. It's perfect to build muscle while losing fat, and if you want a sample program to get similar results, you'll find one in the 15% body fat blueprint. Now, most people struggle to lose fat and build muscle at the same time because they focus on doing too much cardio. We destroy ourselves and end up just eating what we just burned. Worst of all, when we're going to lift weights the next day, we're not fully recovered and we're lifting like pussies. I know this because I've done this and ended up skinny fat millions of times. But every time I shifted my approach to this instead, I got fucking lean, man. Now, years ago, I was able to eat like a filthy dog and build muscle and not put on any fat. But when I try to do the same approach now, it doesn't work anymore. Because back then, I was hustling, man. 12-hour shifts of work, walking to university, walking to the gym. I was burning at least 500 to 600 calories a day from just walking. Now, my fancy black ass is just parked on this chair in the car, and if I get even half of that, I'm lucky. But this last part of the routine has made staying lean easy again. Now, deep into hours of focused work, my brain starts to get fried like an omelette and I start to fade away. So not only for fat loss, but also for productivity as well, I do a 30-minute walk in between my working hours. It just fits so perfectly, especially if you're someone who values fat loss and productivity. On the days I didn't manage to have time to walk during work, I'll just walk an hour after dinner. And if you don't have the time, you can do shorter walks while wearing a weighted vest to compensate for it. Walking is just like me in bed. You won't even notice it working because of how small it is, but it's highly effective. Now, is there a secret within this routine that actually guarantees you lose your next 5 pounds of fat in the next 30 days? Yes, and it starts the night before, quietly winding down and setting everything up in advance, making tomorrow effortless. So fat loss finally feels automatic. So this is the most simple and minimal routine that will change your life in the next 30 days if you follow it. But if you want to lose your love handles, it's going to take so much more strategy than a routine. Over here, I dive deeper into the simple system I use to get rid of them in just 41 days.